Okay, folks, I'm up in here where the lower mounds are. I've got a hike up there on that ridge right there. But on my way in, I stopped on the road and talked to a forest ranger, and he was telling me some interesting facts about this area. Evidently, back in the early 1900s, this area was being basically cut for timber for construction on a nearby dam. And he said they brought in a lot of Mexican laborers, and they were living up in here, and they had an epidemic of cholera, and a lot of them died. And instead of hauling them all the way back to civilization and stuff like that, you know, back in the 1900s, wouldn't be so easy. It'd have to be by mule. And so they decided to just bury the dead. And some of it was in mass graves and some of it was individually. It depends on where it was. But he was saying, the forest ranger was telling me that that's probably what I found was all these lower mounds down in this area here are probably graves of those unfortunate laborers that never made it back to Mexico. You know, that's kind of an unfortunate history, but a lot of mounds up in this area. They're actually up there on that ridge up there. So I'm not gonna open them because more than likely they are human and human remains. So the authorities are aware of the history. If they wanted to have come up here and exhumed the bodies, they could have. But you know, I think I'll just leave the dead to lie in peace. But it was an interesting find. The Mexican laborers that were up here and that died of cholera, he said that there was about 200 of them. So again, a tragic story, but you know, that happened back then when there's no cures for cholera and so forth. So I guess our state owes a lot of its development to the Mexicans that were here when this became a territory, through the Treaty of Guadalupe Hidalgo and the Gadsden Purchase back in what was it, 1847. But anyway, I guess the Gadsden Purchase was a bit later. I believe the treaty was in 1847. Another thing is, this is Wednesday, and I have not seen a single person in here other than my grandson when he came in with his he came hiking in from his broken car. So I had to take him down to Phoenix, get car parts, and bring him back up, fix it yesterday. And those are really the only people I have actually seen in here. My tire tracks are the only tire tracks on the road accessing the area. There has been no other campers that I know of. Nobody checking the area out that I know of. But I'm getting some awful strange things going on. I'm sitting here eating lunch, and as I was doing so, I heard what sounded like a kind of a cross between a moan and a sigh from up that direction. I don't know, maybe they're sitting here watching me eat, and getting hungry or something. Wishing they had some. I think tonight what I'm going to do is I'm not baiting. I'm not going to bait for bear or anything like that. But what I'm going to do is, since they seem to be interested in my ice chest and the Diet Cokes and stuff inside, I'm going to park my truck like that right there next to my back door, and I'm going to put a camera on it from probably where that trash bag is, over here looking at it, and we'll see if whatever it is gets into my ice chest once again. If you can hear me and understand me, I welcome you to come down. I will give you something to eat if you're a person. If not, come on down and I'll feed you anyway. When I go away, I'll leave some stuff out on the table. Some peanut butter and Diet Coke and maybe something else, some other goodies. You're welcome to come down and help yourself. Well, get no answer, but the offer's there. If they are intelligent enough and they've been watching the camps long enough, they might know a few basic words like food. Babushka, 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 which I was told was the word for food by a naval linguistics person. I think that's what he said it was. He's been working on deciphering a lot of the language that has been recorded, and very fascinating. Now, I have heard them talking in the bushes before. In fact, normally